I don't even like you, though. I love that. That's Nix talking to Maddie, the American baddie, who's desperate to be her friend, but actually isn't really. She wants to be the champ again. This is EPW wrestling out of Mississippi. The N's, the I's, the P's, the S's. Let's not forget the I's. Yes, and this week, rather good. Jimmy and Joey, Jimmy Blaylock, Jimmy Gross, Crossroads Clash is that very night. This is from last week, really, last Sunday. And the Acolyte Protection Agency. Remember them? Damn! APA will be there. Justin Hawk Bradshaw. As he probably wouldn't like to be called. And Ron Simmons. Marvellous. Now, we know that Nixon and doesn't like Maddie very much and doesn't really want her there. But Maddie won't take no for an answer. That's going to cause some problems, I believe, because they have a match together versus Shauna Reed and Alexandra Quinn. Now, there are some Maddie arm drags. Quinn gets a headbutt to Maddie, but Nix then comes in and says, look, I'll show you how it's done. Hits a power slam. Reed's in, though, with a suplex. It's good, this, you know. Nix and Reed trade shots. Nix gets a face buster. Maddie tags in, just smacks Nix and leaves. She's had enough. We finally know what the game was. Yeah, I think we realised already. Gets in to smack her and leaves. Didn't need to get in. She could just have smacked her from the apron, but she wants to make a real point of getting in, looking her in the face and smacking her one. She goes, and Reed gets hits a rather nice draping neck breaker for the pin. That's really nice. Maddie, though, stays around. She did seem to go, but she comes back. She's looking at her own work and is delighted with it. So Nix grabs her, of course, and they fight. Maddie smacks the ref as well. She was just fighting. Here, you have some, and you. We've also got James Ellsworth, or James Ellsworth, if you want to call him that, as Jimmy Blaylock does, who is your new EPW champion with the belt. Arrogant, very nice promo. Now, Bone Crusher is out. He wants to make a match for Crossroads Clash, doesn't he? Jax isn't there tonight. We've got a new announcer who won't be ideal later on. But anyway, Maddie and Nix will fight for the belt tonight. Elijah Owens will fight will fight DC, and Marco will fight James Ellsworth for the belt. Marco will get that back later, won't he? And it really sells Crossroads Clash. He sells it, but those matches really sell it as well, don't they? Great. Maybe someone can tell me. Marco may be the champ again. I really hope so. Now, the Underground Syndicate, Styles and Young, attorneys at law, are facing the twins. That's hard, isn't it? Abel gets a choke in the ropes. They do an ear clap into an atomic drop into a sling blade. That is fantastic twins work. One of the reasons why I like them is because they are very unconventional in their decisions. I like that. Lovely Styles Uranagi, though, for a long 2 count. And then he misses a run into the corner, does Mr. S. And there's that backcracker. The Abel hits a flying clothesline. And then there's a neckbreaker stance. Puts him in a neckbreaker stance. They always hang in a neckbreaker stance. And then Jackson gets the splash off the top, without the devil horns, I don't think, for the pin. Now, Trace Hunt gives us a really interesting promo here. It's part of the initiative, of course, with his best friend, Jason Genesis, and the woman who used to be called Goddess, who now no longer is called Goddess, it looks like. And he talks of Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express. Because, of course, Robert Gibson, I don't think, can undertake that kind of wrestling matches, or wrestling matches at all anymore. So he's teaming with Doug Gilbert, which Trace Hunt doesn't like, and he says, we will stop you, Ricky. It's almost as if they're doing this for his own good. I don't know if he's going to come to EPW with Doug Gilbert. I looked on the internet. Is he tagging with Doug Gilbert? I don't know if he is. It was an interesting promo. I mean, the implications of it are huge. I don't know if it's really real. But then in this post-truth world, what is? Okay, here's your main event, and it's gone well so far, hasn't it? Wonder Boy versus Grayson Pierce, who's the champion of the... he's got the Apex belt, hasn't he? So, Grayson Pierce, I like both of these, particularly Pierce, to be honest. Pierce jumps Wonder Boy early on and chokes him with his own cape. Yet, if you will wear one, that's what happens, Wonder Boy. He gets an enziguri on the apron, some punches. Wonderboy does fight them, but then there's a Pierce knee which cuts him off. Wonderboy gets the aeroplane spin, but Pierce goes to the eyes, because he'll do that sort of thing, hits a back suplex. Pierce then gets the belt, the ref takes it, and there's a small package from Wonderboy, but the ref's putting the belt away, he doesn't see him. Lovely wrestling entertainment, that. Wonderboy gets a military press and dumps Grayson Pierce down. And he's a big fella, Grayson Pierce. A lot bigger than Wonderboy. Then a choke slam for a 2.999 recurring. I mean, Wonderboy's got some real hidden strength here. Pierce begs off, but then pulls him into the buckles. I love that move. Almost misses a moonsault. I think he hits him with his head. There's a kick out from Wonderboy. Pierce then misses a stomp, talks to the ref, walks into a super punch. Yeah, not a super punch, yeah. There were shots traded, and I really like the way that Pierce pushes Wonderboy into the ref. Again gets the belt, and Wonderboy kicks that belt into the face, but there's no ref! There's no ref! And then Pierce pulls the trunks for the pin. The announcer tells us, he's got a handful of trunks. The announcer tells us that he's a new champ. He's not. It really surprised. I was thinking, has Wonderboy won it back? And then the announcer calls him Grayson Pearson. He's Grayson Pierce. And then Wonderboy's on the mic and he says, I want one more shot. And I want that shot. I presume it's at Crossroads Clash. It is. And if he doesn't win, he will reveal his secret identity. I think it's John Cena. But anyway, that was a great, great episode of EPW. I keep saying it's the little promotion that can. And it is. Because it feels great. It really delivers. I mean, this one really was rather good from beginning to end. Smashing. They've got some great, great angles. And that for a go-home show, for Crossroads Clash, that really sold it beautifully. Well done, EPW. I'm looking forward to seeing Marco Harris back as champion next week. Ta-ta.